Hello, friends. This is Alia Jamal, the love coach, coming here live for another love circle. And today we are talking about how to be in the present moment. I believe more than ever, this week is a wonderful topic to discuss how to stay present, how not to go into the chaos that is going on around us right now in the home country. Um, how can we actually do that? Before we even get to how we can do that, I want to talk about two very important things. Why you want to be in the present moment more than ever before, because we need every single one of you. And the second thing is what it can do for you and why it's so hard to be in the present moment. So let's just get into it. We all have been introduced to being in the now, being the present moment, most importantly by Eckhart Tolle, but that is a Buddhist concept that does get shared once you start getting into self-development. Learn to be in the present moment. That is how you can calm down. That is how you can be here. And it's very important. It's good for your health. But most of us don't understand how to do it because our brain has been conditioned to be all over the place. We are conditioned to be stuck here. Present moment is a heart-centered thing. You can't really be present from here. Something has to shift in your field for you to be present in this moment, and that cannot be from here. What generally happen, we are thinking about all the things that could go wrong. Our brain is overworking, overthinking all the time. We all want to be safe because we are looking for safety outside. The truth is, safety is within us. It's not really outside, but still we live in the illusion that there's something outside that can keep us safe. And we all are seeking that. And those are the thoughts that occupy us. And we find it very hard to be in this moment. We are either in yesterday, living in regret, guilt, shame of yesterday, or we are focused on tomorrow. We are living in the fear and anxiety and the stress of what might happen tomorrow. Very rarely we are really here. Generally, that happens when we are having a happy, joyful moment with our loved ones that maybe you'll find yourself being just here, relaxed. Or maybe that happens when you go for a spa treatment or for your yoga class. That is when you find you're finally just here. And that is the trick that our five senses play on us. They pull us in all direction and we just run with that. But what is the cost when we are not in the present moment? Now, this is the thing that most of us don't realize. There's a very specific structure to the universe, who I am in this grand scheme of thing and what is my relationship with that grand scheme of things is very, very specific. It's very simple. Most of us, we don't understand it. We try to complicate it. If we start studying it, we get so lost and confused in that, but it's very simple. When I am present in this moment, I am connected with the infinite energy that is flowing to me right now. When I am not here, when I'm thinking about yesterday or when I'm focusing on tomorrow, now that same energy that's coming to me is creating the similar images that are tied to my yesterday or tomorrow. I'll help you understand it a little bit more in more detail. How does this really work? So think of it this way, that you have put on a pot on a stove and then you turn on the you know, the stove and the fire underneath it, and now there's heat present, and now you can actually cook something. Think of the fire as the present moment. If you're not here, if let's say you're going home, you're driving, you're not really present, you're just going, your unconscious mind is taking you places because it has taken you many times home. You're not connected with that fire, that the food is not going to get cooked. You'll just have empty pot, just how you had an empty pot when you started driving. But when you are present, you feel the warmth and the joy. And whatever fulfillment that comes with that, whatever fulfillment comes with having a cooked meal versus uncooked meal, you get to have that. That is how this universe is set up. There is a flow of energy that is present in every moment. And that is the flow of energy that's coming from the creative source, that is coming from the power that created all of us, whether we believe in it or not, whether we feel connected with that power or not. But there's something out there that created all of us. And we do have access to that power in this moment. But if I'm thinking about what happened yesterday, I'm not really here. If I'm thinking about tomorrow, I'm not really here. My body's here, but my consciousness is not here. And why it's important for our consciousness to be here. Let's say I say the word apple, right away in your mind, you get an image of an apple. That is how we are set up. We say something, we think of something, we have an image. Now, that image is like the image you're printing into, feeding into the copy machine. So if I am present with whatever image or thought I'm holding on to, that is exactly the printout I'm going to get. Now, if I am thinking about the argument I had yesterday and I still continue to have that argument, most likely by evening, I'll have the same argument because I copied the same reality. If I'm thinking about what might happen tomorrow, that is the image I'm holding on to, and that is what gets copied. So tomorrow I will have a very stressful day or chaotic day or a day full of fear or anxiety, whatever is your flavor for tomorrow. Because that mechanism exists within us, all of us, that is why it's very important to learn the skill as a human to be present. Animals don't have this built-in mechanism, we do. That's why we are able to create whatever we want in our life, because whatever we focus on, whatever image we focus on, that image gets copied into our life. Our life is that simple. I know it's very hard to believe that. I go through the same thing. I find it's hard to believe, and then I practice something and then it comes true, and then I remind myself life is that easy. So when you become a conscious, present human, when you decide what I'm going to think, what is the image I'm going to hold? And for that, you'll have to be in this moment, right? Then that is what you get to experience in your tomorrow. And you can hold that image for the whole humanity. We are that powerful. One person, one human who choose to be conscious and present is that powerful. But what happens generally? We connect through suffering and misery. So what happens? We all get together, we all complain, we all spread fear, we all spread all the what ifs, the stresses, we share those stresses, we share the judgments that we have. We get to experience that in our tomorrow. So no one else is creating that chaos. We are creating that because we don't understand how to be in the present moment. We don't understand how powerful we are. We don't understand that our tomorrow is literally in our own hands. But it requires letting go of our attachment to misery, hardship, be here, know what we want, which is the most difficult question when we are going through chaos, knowing what we want and holding on to that image, taking inspiring actions towards that image and not be burdened by yesterday or tomorrow. So that is why it is so important to learn how to be in this present moment, how to be here in the now, because it is the powerful thing. One of the things that you might have come across, thought create things, thoughts are powerful, your feelings are powerful, feeling is the key. One thing that does not get translated into that, or if you're learning it from someone, that person is just assuming that you're present. You know how to be present in this moment, which is one of the most difficult skill you would learn in the physical existence, to be present in this moment, because it does require healing many deeper layers so they are not pulling on you, so you can be present here. One of the things that is not shared is, well, the prerequisite is you're present. You know how to be present in this moment. That is the prerequisite. When we don't know that, that is when we are thinking things, they are happening sometime, they are not happening sometime. Then we say, well, the book Secret, it works sometime, it doesn't work other times. If right now I'm thinking that, oh, what I'm going to eat today, what I'm going to eat tomorrow, I'm just, that is where my thoughts are. But let's say I feel like eating, let me think of a very difficult dish. Let's say I think of eating a very specific snack. I don't know how to make it, and I don't know anyone else who knows how to make it, or I don't know a place where I can buy it, especially in my current surrounding. But I'm just thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna think about it, and then one day I'll have it, but I'm not really convinced or present with that. At the same time, there's a doubt, and that doubt is coming from all the moments in my past when I thought things and they didn't happen. So I have brought my past, one part of me is in my past. Then here I'm trying to do this exercise that maybe if I'll think of it, it'll come true. My energy is not here. The image in my mind is not one. It's split. One time the image is I can have the snack, one time the image is all the time when it didn't come true. We want to have our energy so aligned, so present that there's only one image, unwavered conviction. That is being present with it. Then the energy that is moving through us, the connection that we have with the creator in this moment, feeling that creator is holding my hand in this moment, is right here with me in this moment, is going to make that image part of my reality. Because the creative light, the creative force is moving through it. I'm holding the image, and the universal power is making that image come true. Think of it this way. You're standing in front of, like, a group of art students, and you're holding an image. Now, if you hold that image sometime, then you go down, then you have to yawn, and then you have to scratch, and then the image is not really holding up. The quality of the picture that they will copy would be very different. But when you can hold it still, what they can copy would look very different. That holding still is being present. When you are present with your life, you get to create whatever you want to create, the most impossible things. And again, I share or I teach things that I have personally practiced and embodied. And I can tell you, my friend, you can have the most impossible thing happen if you can hold that image and be present with it. It is that powerful. You are that powerful. And also, it is that simple. The only catch here is your five physical senses are going to pull you out of this moment. Your stomach will say, I'm hungry. I cannot hold this image. Your ears would be like, well, what's playing in the next door neighbor's house, or what's playing outside? What's happening outside? And now you're not present with that image. Your eyes might look at something else. A dress that you looked at, that's happened to me all the time. I look at a fabric and then I'm in a different world. You might have your own personal distractions. That is the challenge. Now, just a little bit more so I can convince you all a little bit more. If I am not present with my life, if I'm not present that this is how I want my day to go, this is the image I'm holding for this day. If I don't do that, if I don't plug in on my own, I get to live with the consciousness of the collective. Now, what is the consciousness of the collective? The images that are living in every single one of minds all over the world. So at any given time, there's wars going on in our world. There's chaos going on. There's all kind of craziness happening. There's disease, there's death, there's environmental issues that are going on. There is weather issues that are going on. There's so much going on. all that frequency and all that image that are happening will become part of your mind, and that is what will be pushed out on the canvas of your today. If you want to learn how to live life a little bit different than the rest of the world, learn the skill to be present with what you want your today to look like. Once again, it is not easy to learn this skill. It requires commitment. But once you do that, you really get to be a free human. Then it doesn't matter what's going on around you. You can plug into and you can create a different kind of day for yourself. What will be required to let go are attachment to the misery and the chaos and the complaining and feeling like a victim. We all are extremely powerful creative forces in the physical body. We can own that and create from that place, or we all can go into the victimhood and we can bond really well by complaining and judging and staying victim. So there's two options that are available to us. So that was a little bit why it is so important to learn to be in the present moment, what the challenges you might have. Now, I'll share with you three very easy ways to learn how to be in the present moment. And when I say learn, it's really conditioning yourself to come here. Just how the very first day you went to the gym, you picked up, maybe 1 pound weight. And then your body got used to 1 pound weight. And then you started lifting 2 pounds and then maybe at 1.50 pounds. What you did with time, you conditioned your body to handle more. So slowly you're going to condition your mind or your energy to be in this moment and not be so attached to what's going on. Because, I mean, that is very spicy always to hear what's going on. And it's very boring to live in your own bubble and focusing on what you want and just staying focused on it. But that is what all the good leaders let me just put it that way. That is what all the actual leaders do, because we are living in that time frame in humanity where leaders are not really leader. Each and every one of us are leader of our own life. What happens in your household is in your control. If you can realize, that is the first thing. If you can realize you're that powerful and then start practicing that power, you can create any kind of changes you want, but without judging yourself and blaming and going into guilt. So the first one is pay attention to your energy. So even right now, take a moment, close your eyes. Where's your energy? Are you here? Are you somewhere else? Are you having a vacation somewhere else? Not really here. Just connect with your energy and then confirm it or demand it or affirm it. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. You can even touch your body. You can touch your hand. You can touch a substance. What you're doing, you're bringing in all the scattered energy. Your scattered energy, some of it is stuck in yesterday. Some of it is also already projecting out into tomorrow. You're bringing all of it here. I am here. You're declaring, I am here. And your words are so powerful. They are pulling all of you in this moment. And that in itself is going to help you just feel so relaxed. Oh my God, I'm actually here. And the second suggestion is you can do all three together. I personally do all of them. The second one is realizing in this moment, I'm complete. If you think of it, wherever you are in this moment, you are breathing. Hopefully, you are in a safe place. You're alive. You're hopefully fed. I'm trusting you're fed, so you're not hungry. And I'm trusting that there's no immediate danger around you. So if you really think of it, in this moment, you're complete. There's nothing missing. Because when we get pulled into yesterday or pulled into tomorrow, there's a part of us think that there's something wrong with you, there's something missing, and you need to make it happen, and you need to feel bad about yesterday, or you need to feel worried about tomorrow, and that's how you'll be doing something. That's just an illusion. In this moment, you're complete. So you can just declare it once again, in this moment, I'm complete, and really realize how simple it is that in this moment you're complete. Do not let your mind go into what will happen in the next moment. If you just stay in this moment, and moment by moment, you can build a very different physical experience for yourself. So many people have done it. This is the magic of being a human being, and you can do it too. No matter how difficult things that you're going through, in this moment, I'm complete, can get you to a moment where you do feel complete, and another moment where you feel complete, and so on. That is the magic that is available to you. The third one is focusing on your breath. Now, if you are studying with more of like, Eastern teachers, Buddhist teachers, breath is their go-to. When you focus on your breath, just on an inhale, exhale, your focus is here. All the energy got pulled in here. And in that moment, you also realize, I'm alive. I'm here. I'll be okay. All the things come together. My go-to on the craziest day is my breath. When my brain is all over the place, my mind is just thinking bajillion thoughts at the same time, I go to my breath. Inhale, you can hold, exhale, hold, and realize that inhale that comes, it comes from somewhere, my friend. The force that keeps you alive, it comes from somewhere. It provides for you. It has provided for you since you've been created, even before you came into the body. It will continue providing for you after you leave the body. And then exhale just took away all the toxins, followed by another inhale. There's someone there out there telling you, I love you. I'm giving you life. I'm keeping you alive. You're that important. Someone is giving you the gift of life in every moment. If you just stay focused on that, you're going to be the happiest person. You're going to stay in this moment. You'll be able to hold on to a very beautiful vision for your life. And the force that moves through you will create that life for you. It is that simple. What makes it hard is our mind, our need to have problems so we can solve them and we can feel better, our need to feel like a victim, our need to criticize and complain at all time. That is what makes it complicated and difficult. The truth is, this physical experience is very easy once we understand who we are, how we set into this beautiful universe, and how we interact. What is the mechanism of our interaction with the universe, and how we can create any kind of change within us and in our environment. So, my friend, this is all for today. And if this is something that strikes a chord within you, I will invite you to reach out to me. You can send me a DM. If you're watching it on YouTube, you can go to my website, aliajamalcoaching.com, and you can book a consultation with me. And I would love to be your guide to help you connect with the present moment and let go of your addiction to your own victimhood and misery. Sending you all so much love, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye.